Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've decided that I'm gonna do an introduction video this morning and just tell you a little bit about me and why I'm here and kind of where I hope to go from here, I guess. So this isn't scripted, so if it's all over the place, oh well. I came to YouTube because a lot of strangers, actually, of all people, were encouraging it because I talk to a lot of moms, a lot of women, a lot of young people about the various little nuances in my life, whether it's what I do for work, how I parent, how I manage relationships with the kids in my life, like nieces and nephews, and one of the bigger things that people have asked about, aside from like cloth diapering and my like natural mama stuff, getting out, being active, is my decision to have a baby with someone I wasn't dating because we both decided that's what we wanted to do. So, to clarify, I decided to have a baby with one of my best friends and just figure out how to be platonic parents. And a lot of people are interested, dumbfounded, confused. I think some people want me to have a channel so that they can watch and see if it gets crazy and life kind of blows up in our face, or if it's really smooth and maybe we're on to something different. But either way, although I tend to be kind of a closed off person as far as sharing, excuse me, as far as sharing my personal journey, I get it and I'm okay with sharing. I think that we do have a unique story, and I understand why people would be interested. It's okay if they're hating or rooting for us to fail. That's not my problem. It's my goal to be the best me every single day for me, for Kaysen. I have to be the best Kaysen I can be, regardless of how other people feel about it. And that also means being the best mom I can be, the best teammate I can be, grandchild, sibling, and so on. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you will find that after this video, I will start sharing our story about how we kind of came to a place where we decided to have a baby, but not date each other, because that's the key in our plan. That is just what we set out to do. And I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. So if that's what you're here for, the video is coming soon. But my channel will also talk about, like in the last couple videos you saw, being outside, doing fun things out in the community, exploring. I really like acro yoga. It's like partner yoga where you get to do cool tricks. I get to stand on my partner's hands and do flips and random things. I think it's amazing. It actually increases our communication with each other. My acro partner happens to be the person I decided to have a baby with. He is, again, one of my best friends. And I don't know, it's just one of those things that I love. But I can make a whole separate video about acro yoga and why you should try it with someone you trust, because it's awesome, it's exciting, and it's different. Maybe I'll insert a picture just like randomly so you can see a little bit what some acro might look like. But yeah, so aside from acro yoga, cloth diapering, hiking, taking the baby out, baby wearing, there may be some tips and tricks on like little baby hacks, life hacks. I have an incredible and wild great grandma who is about to turn 94, who also lives with me, so at some point she might decide to be in a video too. We could all learn a lot from her. We have an interesting dynamic in our family home, but we'll explain all that later. I am really just open to wherever the channel takes me. I love those videos, the mukbang videos. I eat so much. People walk up to me in restaurants sometimes and tell me that they like watching me eat. It happens. I swear it happens. I really do. I love seafood. I love a seafood boil, a crawdad or crawfish boil, however you like to say it. I can eat for real. My sisters, they call me like Two-Ton K because I can eat. But yeah, so I love mukbang videos. Maybe at some point we'll have a couple of videos where I'm eating, if that's where the channel takes us. I was told maybe people would like some more insight on how I strap baby on when he's on my back, or teaching sign language. I am fluent in ASL. I love sign language. It just speaks to me. It always has. And I sign with my son every single day. I want him to be fluent as well. I don't just teach baby sign. I actually teach him any and everything I say. I work hard to make sure that I'm signing with him whenever possible, so that he's getting the best of both worlds. There are times when I only sign to him and I don't use oral speech to encourage him to sign, and he loves it. He gets so excited when he gets his signs right. He's 11 months old, and he, as soon as you start like checking his signs and asking him to practice, he's yay, you know, celebrating, and I just love watching his like mind light up because he knows he's doing well. He knows that he just is so capable, and I want to fuel that fire in him. I want to encourage him to learn and grow and know. Books are important for us as a family. Reading is important for us as a family. So we read every single day. If I miss a day, it's rare. Sometimes life gets really crazy, and so if we do, then I just try to make up for it by reading a little bit extra the next day, or making sure that we're doing something thoughtful. We don't spend a ton of time putting him in front of the TV. We try to actually like play together, spend time together, get outside, you know, just enjoying each other's time and space rather than focusing on technology. So yeah, there might be a time when I'm talking to you guys. It's just my leg because I'm sitting here kind of snuggled up for this video. But there might be a time where I'm talking to you guys about books and why I think it's important for our kids, especially because I'm a black mom. You could probably tell. But that means that I have a black son, and if at any point, you know, you can increase the odds and favor for your child, you should. Don't go, you know, buying your kids way into college, doing shady stuff like that, but y'all know what I mean. You can, you know, we can encourage and like build the learner in our children and the desire to be great. And I want to fuel that in him from the very beginning. So teaching him multiple languages, spending one-on-one time with him, getting down on his level, meeting him where he's at, and trying to encourage him to be the best little baby he can be, the most open and communicating and just thoughtful little baby he can be. I'm going to do that. I'm going to encourage in every way I can, because that's my job as his parent. And as a teammate, right? Like, I hold up my end of the deal. Dad has to hold up his end of the deal. And it's just what it has to be. Other things that could be on this channel. I love to sew. I like making things. I make the baby's clothes as often as possible. At some point, I would love for him to have at least half of his wardrobe be mama made. We're not there yet, but we will see. You know, we got goals over here. I might make videos about sewing, me making things. I might make things for the other kids too, nieces, the nephews, all the other babies in our lives. I could talk about just about anything. If there's something specific you're interested in, you're welcome to ask. I might say no, but if you ask, we'll figure it out from there. So really, I think you guys are all, oh, I just realized my hair looks crazy, and you know, I actually don't care. But really, you guys can just come on this journey with me, whether it's with 5 subscribers, or 500, or 500,000. I am okay. But I've found that people who have really, truly been interested in kind of learning, growing, and knowing, and supporting me tend to be strangers. They tend to be people who are just interested and want to ask questions and just want to get to know a little bit about me or about my story. I met someone yesterday. I was pumping at work because I am breastfeeding my son, and we met while pumping, and she was nursing her baby, and she asked me a couple questions, and we ended up talking about the fact that, you know, I just happened to decide to have a baby with my friend. And it just sparked this whole conversation, and it was really interesting to hear like someone new's perspective, and I'm okay with that. I love that we all come from different places and different spaces, that we've all learned that different things will work for us, because, you know, that should be your goal in life, to figure out what works for you and the people in your world that you need to manage, and do what you gotta do. It is not my job to please everyone. It's not my goal to please everyone. I don't have the energy or the time for that. It's really my goal, like I said earlier, to be the best me that I can be. And I'm super content in that space. I want to be a thoughtful mom, a thoughtful friend. I support a lot of women, whether as a birth and postpartum doula, on Facebook, at work. Really, if people reach out, I'm the one to help. I'm the one to, you know, tag in when people need assistance. And oh, I almost forgot. It just came up. I often talk with my hands, as you saw. That's probably because of the sign language thing. And I cannot tell you enough, I love to travel. So that'll be mixed up in here somewhere. I am sure of it, because flying is so close to my heart. Exploring, you already heard about that. Just taking the time to be new places, even to see other places that you've been before, but to try to have new experiences in those places, to eat good food in other places, to encourage, just to free my mind, right? Like, I love travel. So you'll probably follow me on some journeys. I've traveled a ton, not as much as I want to, but I've traveled a lot. I will probably share some travel vlogs and some videos about traveling with baby. He is an amazing flyer. He will be one soon, very soon, and I want to say, don't quote me, but I know he's been over on more than 30 flights. I think he's been on 33 flights in the last like 11 months, and he was incredible on basically every flight, and I'm not making that up. He doesn't scream and cry, make a ton of noise. He, over the last few months, obviously, he's become more active as he's gotten older, but it's been amazing. And he's been a lot of places, especially for a baby. But again, that's another video. But travel will come up. Exploring with my baby will come up. Day trips, whether it's us. You know, I might just take the baby and fly to Vegas for the day, unless it's too hot. I'm not a big fan of crazy heat. But we also might go to Hawaii for the day. Or Disneyland. Oh my God, I love Okay, you guys get the idea, right? I love a lot of things. I like a lot of things. This channel could be a lot of things. So if you have a specific request, you can ask me. We will see a lot of different videos as we find where we're headed. You should like, comment, and subscribe because I want you to join me on this journey. Because the more people, the more positive people. If you're negative, you can probably stay where you're at, and I'm okay with that. But the more positive people to participate in this process, the better, because I am open to feedback. You might be telling me some cool things to try. You might have products that I could be interested in. You might have questions about how to cloth diaper your baby. There's a video I already made for that, but if you have more questions, I can answer them. You might have questions about teaching your babies to read, exploring, traveling, making, making plans for taking trips. There are just so many things. But like I said, as you get to know me and I get to know you guys, we will figure out a path that's more specific. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go with it and work to be consistent because it's Vlogtober and I love the fall. So I feel like I should be inspired to just jump in and do what I've been asked to do for a long time and what I've wanted to do for a long time, but just haven't made the time for it because I'm busy. But I'm always going to be busy. I'm always going to be working hard. So I just need to suck it up and do it. So again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. And just join me on my journey. Again, I'm Kason, and this is Imagine Kat.